Two brides were holding their weddings at the same hotel. Coincidentally, they wore identical wedding dresses. The plump bride immediately became furious and scolded the other for copying her. However, while they were both sitting in the hall waiting for their grooms, the plump bride angrily lifted her red veil. She shouted at the woman, saying she shouldn't wear the same style of wedding dress as her, but the woman also stood her ground. She said that the ugly one would be the one embarrassed. This made the plump bride very angry, but then she heard the groom approaching, so she quickly covered her veil again. However, in the confusion, they lost their sense of direction. They accidentally sat in the wrong seats. Just then, the woman's assistant arrived. The assistant suddenly wondered why the woman had suddenly become fat. Before the assistant could react, the plump groom walked to the seat he thought belonged to his fiancée and loudly proposed. This made the plump bride think her fiancé had suddenly come to his senses, so she happily left with the plump groom. Later, when getting out of the car, plump groom felt something was wrong, cause his fiancé was clearly very slim, but the person beside him was much heavier. Meanwhile, the handsome groom slowly arrived at the hall. In contrast to the lively atmosphere just now, they appeared very calm. Soon, the handsome groom also carried the bride out of the car, and was also confused, cause he remembered his fiancé was plump, but the person on his back was very light. It wasn't until the plump bride lifted her red veil that she realized the plump groom before her was not her handsome fiancé at all. This made the plump bride very angry. She didn't like this plump man at all. When they saw the wedding photos on the wall, both were stunned. Only then did the plump bride realize she had married the wrong person. On the other side, the handsome groom lifted the woman's veil. What appeared before his eyes was a beautiful young woman. The two looked at each other in surprise. Recalling everything that had happened in the hotel, the woman also realized she had married the wrong person. Both had been very disappointed because their original marriage partners were too fat. However, as they gazed deeply into each other's eyes, a spark of affection quietly grew between them. Meanwhile, the plump bride and the plump groom were arguing noisily.